Our next competitor is Paul Schmidgall, and his business is Fire and Rice Provisions.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Paul Schmidgall, and I am the founder of Fire and Rice Provisions, where we intend to spice up your life without tipping the scales. So, we founded the company in 2018, and it's a subsidiary of Fire and Rice LLC. So over the years, as I've been cooking professionally, I've kind of noticed that cooking's become a lost art. So people are looking to different avenues to fill that void. They're looking to quick service restaurants, they're looking to meal delivery services, and they're looking to fast food. And the food service industry in general is looking to obviously feed the mass markets. So I've seen a lot of the flavors become more subdued. So that's where we come in. We're asking you to help us change our side hustle into a primary revenue stream. So the hot sauce market in 2021 was valued at just over $2 billion. Look out to about 2029, it's expected to grow to about $5 billion. That leaves plenty of white space for a company like ours. There's a couple trends and drivers in the market. People are looking for ultra premium products right now. There are also, some of the drivers are Asian foods and Mexican foods. And the way we make our hot sauce, it's just right in our wheelhouse. So, at our core, we're a flavor enhancement company. So the way we do it is we take a tomato base, we add cayenne pepper, and a little fire and rice magic to go ahead and produce a hot sauce that's the most versatile hot sauce on the market. We provide a balanced hot sauce. We also, our products are crafted for our customers, by our customers with their input. So, how did we get here? So I own another company, it's a catering company, and I was looking for a leave behind, a marketing piece. So I said, well, the shelf life on hot sauce is great, nobody throws it away. So we would do the party, we would leave a bottle of hot sauce, they put it in their fridge, they open their fridge, they're like, that was an awesome party, let's do it again. Worked spectacularly. We didn't expect, we got the phone calls like, where do we get this hot sauce? So then I started thinking we also sell direct sales at our farmers markets. Well, what about if I put our hot sauce in little 1 ounce takeaways, give it away and entice them to buy our product? Once again, home run. But they kept asking, like, where do we get this? So since 2021, we've actually served about over 19,000 guests at our catering, and we've given away over 13,000 1 ounce takeaways. So this is one of our raving fans, and I'll let her tell her story.
I'm obsessed with this hot sauce. I was down from Boston last year, and I got a jar of this, and I couldn't wait to come back a year later and get another one. It's my favorite hot sauce. I own like 20. This is the one I reach for every single time.
So she's amazing. We love her. It's awesome. But she's got a problem. She has to leave Boston in the middle of winter to come to sunny Naples, Florida. We got to help her out somehow. So, in 2018, we started beta testing our product. In 2022, we started to sell it at our farmers markets just to test the market to see if anybody wanted what we did. So 2022, we did about just over 700 units. 2023, based on our first quarter sales, we're estimating about 1,400 units. If you see the red line, that's where we are right now. We're only 6 months into the year, so we should exceed that easily. Go out to 2026, about 2,700 units. If you look in the bottom corner, those are the two farmers markets that we do. We've been doing them for about 10 years. If you see the golfing logos at the bottom, the PGA, LPGA, and Senior Tour. In my other company, they hire us to go out and do a lot of their events. The good part about this, it's great marketing, and people all over the United States have had our product. This year, we're adding large-scale music festivals, Bonnaroo and Electric Forest. Nice thing about this is you have 40,000 to 60,000 people that are captive for 4 days. I get a market to them, and I get them to taste my product. They're not from where the festivals are held. They're coming from all over the United States. So you have little influence nodules all over the US that will have had your product. And as a side note, if you saw the big truck with all the rice in the back of it that's parked out there, we're actually leaving after this and going to do Bonnaroo. So we're really excited. So financial projections. 2023, we're estimated to do about 26,000 in revenue, about 32,000 in 2025, net profits of 9,000 to 12,000. One thing I do want to say, we're introducing a new product to the market. I would much prefer to underpromise and overdeliver than vice versa. And I'm very conservative in my financial projections. So how are we going to do it? So we're going to do direct sales from our e-commerce site, shop.fireandrice.us. We're going to use a wholesale program online called fair.com. We're going to use Instagram click to purchase, especially for our music festivals. Continue the sales at our farmers markets. We're going to wholesale to high-end retailers, butcher shops, and restaurants. And we're going to wholesale to our franchisee network. So why us? Why now? Since 2021, we've serviced over 50,000 people in Southwest Florida, our market. We have access to Michigan, Minnesota, South Carolina, and Florida because of our franchise business. And our co-packing partners in South Carolina, they're actually making product and putting it into the market already. So they have those established relationships. They're going to try to help us get into the market. Our co-packer is FDA approved, and they also they produce the Bloody Mary mix for Tito's vodka, so there's big name recognition out there. What we are looking for is we're looking for people that have relationships with supermarkets or distribution channels. We've got a great product, we really are looking for some assistance in getting the product out. So, in closing, I'd like to thank all of you, one, for coming and giving veterans an opportunity to become an entrepreneur. And our for real last slide is scan me now or lose me forever. You can order right here, right there. You get put in one, we'll give you a 25% discount, just the number one. And I'll open it up for any questions.
So I'll start off. This may be because of my ignorance, but in the food industry, essentially. So with your current business now and the exposure that you have, like why haven't you scaled yet? Like what didn't happen that would essentially get you off to the races right off the bat?
We just launched it a month ago.
Good answer. And then your co-packer, where are they? Do they have multiple locations in the country where you can essentially kind of distribute pretty quickly, whether it's on the West Coast, East Coast, or where are you starting?
We're starting in the Southeast because, like I said, they have relationships in the Southeast. They're right outside of Parris Island in South Carolina, and I think it's a good stepping stone. The next move would either be to something centrally located in Illinois, Ohio, because of the shipping routes, or Texas to get to that Southwest market.
Sorry, is that with the same co-packer? Or?
That would be a new co-packer.
Got it.
But I think we have to scale to a point and then grow beyond that.
I have a couple questions.
Yes.
What barriers to entry in the market are you seeing?
Well, I think one of the biggest barriers is you have the major five that are there that control the whole market. Outside of that, we've introduced the product. We have good uptake, but the biggest barrier is going to be, if we want to get into the grocery stores, is the competition in the shelf space and buying the shelf space and having the revenue for that. That's why we're going to try to pull our product through with our customers, which might take longer, but I think it's longer lasting. And that's just kind of the way I see it. And I'm also looking for, any advice from people that have more experience in the distribution channels than I do.
Okay,
I'm a cook, so.
I have a follow-up question
Yeah.
to that. Do you see this as, because you said you have a catering company?
I do.
Do you see this as a suite of other types of sauces, or is this a one-off
Yeah.
single line?
No, what it is we wanted to start with one and perfect the product with one. I'm probably going to expand it to about 4. So we have some different offerings, but I want to keep the choices to a minimum because choices confuse people. When confused people don't buy. So if I can just give them 4 options, they can get a variety pack, and out the door they can go.
And are you tracking any repurchasing?
We do. We use Square, and then we've got our online e-commerce site. But like I said, we don't have a ton of data besides what we have at our farmers markets because we just launched. Yeah.
Have you looked at the smaller chains, the bodegas, the mom and pop groceries, or maybe culturally looked into the areas of the?
We're starting to look into it, but until I actually had the co-packer with our first production run, I didn't want to go and reach out to people until I had a product that I knew could be reproduced in quantities. So that's the next step.
So you haven't nailed down the production piece. You don't know how long it to turn. And
No. I have.
What is that timeline?
They can do it within a week. The max capacity they can run is 800 gallons a day, which is 20,000 bottles. But it took me a year to take my recipe through the development process to scale it from a 16-gallon batch to 800. So that's what we had been working on. But that is done now. Yeah.
So what you are looking from the investors, from the capital point of view?
Honestly, like I said, right now I'm looking for information, one, and then two, it would be capital to go ahead and approach and purchase space in grocery stores. I think that's going to be our biggest cost in distribution.
And how much that might be?
You probably, and I haven't researched it, you're probably looking $50,000 to $80,000.
Have you consider piggybacking off another vendor that's already established in the space?
Yes. We're going to try to work with our co-packer because, like I said, they do produce the Bloody Mary mix for Tito's Vodka. If we can move into that, that would be a huge home run because the hot sauce with Bloody Marys, it's just it's a natural marriage.
Yeah, we could have a discussion. I just went through that with my company. And
Awesome.
We had some product in the Walmart and Dick's. Yeah.
That's
all-
fantastic.
Yeah.
And congratulations.
Can you tell me a little bit about the organization? So it's you.
Yes, currently right now, I'm the founder. Colleen Conley, she runs the other end of it, the business end of it. And we're at a point right now where we're doing everything. As we scale, as we grow, we will bring on other people that are smarter than us.
Okay.
Any other questions?
That's good.
And thank you for this.
Yeah, absolutely, yes.
Parting
Enjoy
gifts.
it. Thank you.